Black Friday try-on haul. All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Evan Holmes, and today we're going to be doing a YoungLA Black Friday try-on haul. I'm going to be giving an honest review of everything that I got because you guys know that I value being authentic over making a couple of extra commission dollars. And realistically, there's something for everybody in this drop, in the drop alone, especially on the website. YoungLA is really good about making stuff for all fashion preferences. But even just in this drop alone, there's over 40 items, there's going to be something for everybody, whether you're a country redneck, super trendy city slicker, or something in between like myself. So the sale is November 26th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There are over 40 items in this drop alone, and then the entire website is going to be restocked as well, including the Attack on Titan drop, which I know that will go super quick, and everyone's kind of been asking for a restock there. And then code Evan will get you 30% off instead of the usual 15 across the entire website. So everything will be 30% off on the entire website if you use code Evan. There will be a YoungLA like Black Friday discount code too. I think it might just be like Black Friday that will also get you 30% off. But if you use code Evan, you get just as much money off and you support me. So I'd really appreciate it if you use code Evan versus the YoungLA code, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you're gonna have to be quick. The Black Friday drop and sale is always a massive hit. Sometimes the site even goes down. They always bring in a ton of extra stock for the YoungLA or for the Black Friday drop, just because obviously they know a ton of people are going to be buying. But you're still going to have to be quick because even though they bring extra stock, there's just so many people that sometimes it does sell out even within like the first hour or so. So make sure you set your countdowns, set your timers, set your alarms, whatever, to make sure you're going to be on time. Disclaimer before we get into things, I am by no means a fashion icon. Style is not my expertise, and I probably wouldn't even know what's trendy if it hit me in the face. I'm a pretty basic bitch, but I'm going to do my best. As far as sizing, I'm 6'2", 235, 240 pounds. And unless I say otherwise, all bottoms are going to be double XL and all tops are XL. So first up, we have the Maverick set. I like this just because it's pretty understated. That's kind of my style. My preference with style is to be a little bit on the more subtle side. It's a solid zip-up hoodie. There's nothing too overdone about it. It's kind of a slight oversized fit. I just like the kind of minimal branding here. This logo is actually a little bit messed up, which if you ever run into something like that, don't hesitate to send an email. YoungLA is really good about that kind of thing. I can almost guarantee you they'll just ship without too many other questions asked. They'll probably just ship a brand new item to you. So yeah, I really like the blue here. The set also comes in gray, black, and tan. So yeah, minimal branding. And then there's also going to be a little bit of branding on the back there in the middle. But yeah, pretty heavy, nice thick material. Yeah, solid fit to start it off, or solid set to start it off. That is the Maverick set. So next up we have the Revenge hoodie. And this thing, obviously I wouldn't necessarily wear this with navy blue sweats, but if I actually went through and paired everything, it would take me forever. So I'm going to just kind of cycle through things that seem like progress through the clothing items in a way that, somewhat makes sense. But the Revenge hoodie is pretty cool. A little bit on the edgier side. We've got like distressed cuffs here. I don't know if you guys can see that super well. But we got some like distressing on the cuff and on the waistband here. And the waistband's almost like half cropped. You can kind of see that it's not the typical size waistband. That's usually a little bit thicker. But that's distressed there. Then the symbol on the front here, like the logo, is actually embroidered. So that's usually indicative of high quality. It feels higher quality, kind of gives a higher quality vibe. The color is pretty dope. It's like a washed gray. And then we've kind of got some distressing just kind of randomly throughout as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like here on the sleeve, we've kind of got like some minor holes here and there. So definitely a little bit on like the edgier kind of grungy side, which is kind of the direction that YoungLA has been moving recently, which for me can be a little bit much sometimes, but this hoodie I do fuck with. Like this is not over the top for me. And then there's just a little bit of branding on the back here on the bottom, and I thought that was pretty cool. Just kind of something a little bit different. This hoodie also comes in black. This is the gray, even though this looks pretty dark. This is the gray. Comes in black, which is like jet black. And then it also comes in like a purple wash. So if you can imagine this still washed, but kind of a more purple color, violet color. And then it comes in like a bright pink. And the bright pink was a little much for me, but I bet some of y'all can rock it. So yeah, this is the Revenge hoodie. All right, next up we have the Gold's Gym, one of the Gold's Gym collab hoodies. So YoungLA did a huge collab with Gold's Gym for this drop. So all of the gym wear, and of course this could also be worn casually, but all the gym wear is like Gold's Gym collab stuff. So this hoodie is a little bit more of a slim fit, like a little bit more of an athletic fit, which makes sense because I assume it's kind of like targeted a little bit more toward gym wear or wearing in the gym. Whereas the Revenge hoodie they just took off was like a little bit more oversized, through the torso, and like the upper arms, the sleeves were a little bit thicker or a little bit baggier. So this is a little bit more of like a classic hoodie fit, which I really like this hoodies, if you know what I'm saying. Obviously the Gold's Gym branding is a little bit loud, but like if you're familiar with Gold's Gym, then you know that their branding has been around forever and like it's always looked like this. So it's kind of iconic, you know what I mean? It's not like over the top branding that some random brand just kind of put out. I think they stuck with this because it's iconic. And the black and the yellow actually go quite well together. All the gold stuff also comes in a like really kind of almost highlighter yellow or like traffic light yellow almost. So that's a little bit much for me. I don't think I could wear a hoodie that's like mostly yellow, but again, I don't really give myself a lot of credit for pulling stuff off. I don't really think I can pull a lot of stuff off. Maybe I'm just not comfortable with that. Some of you guys might. But yeah, so this is kind of a more classic hoodie fit. Still got the washed color here. So this is like a washed black with kind of like the faded printed logo. Yeah, I mean, just a classic hoodie. Great for pump cover. You could definitely wear this casually. Again, I probably wouldn't wear it with this color pants. I'd maybe wear it with like gray sweats. That'd be a super classic fit. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through item for item here. So there's two Gold's Gym hoodies. This is called the New Age Pullover. And we've got some branding on the hood too. I actually don't have a mirror in here right now, so I can't see how this looks. But we got some branding on the hood, and we've also got a little bit of branding on the top of the back. A sick, kind of nice, all-around classic hoodie that really hoodies, if you know what I'm saying. And personally, I like a hoodie that hoodies, so nice. All right, so next up we have the Gold's Gym Classic Pullover. So the one I just put on was the New Age Pullover, and this is the Classic Pullover. So this one, I guess maybe I had my terminology wrong. This is the Classic Pullover, but it's a little bit of a baggier fit. Baggier through the sleeves, baggier through the torso here. And I actually like the fit of the New Age Pullover better because it's a little bit more, I don't know, to me it's like, I was going to say classic hoodie, that's what I said. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just like how that one sits a little bit shorter, is a little bit more kind of like, a little bit more fitted, because personally I just find that looks better. But I still fuck with this. And this, I prefer the colors on because they're not as loud. It doesn't have like the debatably obnoxious logos on the hood. Not that I have an issue with that on the New Age Pullover, because to be honest, like the hoodie is chill enough that having some kind of stuff on the hood is unique, and I'm okay with that. That's not too much for me. But yeah, this one's even more chill, a little bit more of an oversized fit. So like you could potentially size down in this. I could probably shrink this in the dryer, and it would be like almost my perfect hoodie fit. But I just like the colors on this. You know, I don't love colors in general, so anything that's like black, gray, white, navy blue is kind of my thing. But yeah, this is super chill. We got a little bit of branding here on the back, just in the middle there. So again, something a little bit extra, something a little different, unique, but not over the top, which is, I like that. So this you could definitely wear in the gym or casually. Same with the previous two hoodies that I tried on, but this is just a little bit more of an oversized fit, you know what I mean? A little bit more casual. Probably wouldn't wear, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was gonna say you probably wouldn't wear an oversized hoodie like this as casually as you could wear kind of like a more fitted hoodie, but with the way the trends are going these days, with what the kids are doing, it's probably the other way around. The fitted stuff's probably more gym wear, and the oversized, this, is probably more casual. So yeah, I don't know. I like this though. This is nice. Understated, you know, chill. Again, iconic branding. I think they did a really good job of blending the Gold's branding with the YoungLA branding. So nice. All right. So next up we have the Gold's Gym Immortal Joggers. We got a lot of Gold's Gym going on here. I do fuck with the black and the gray. Like I do think that's a good combo. This is a little too much logo at one time for me, so I don't know if I'd wear Gold's bottom with Gold's top, but you know, pretty typical, very classic looking joggers, which is I think what they were going for. You know, think about classic bodybuilders training on you know, Venice Beach back in the day, they're going to be wearing sweats that look like this. I'm also a huge fan of heathered gray sweatpants. To me, that's like the goat color of sweats. They also come in black, red, and yellow. So again, red and yellow sweats would be a little bit over the top for me. And then I just got the gray ones because I already have a pair of the black Immortal joggers, like the OG Immortal joggers. So I just figured I don't need two of those. As you can see, these are a double XL, but they're still hugging my legs kind of tight. I do have bigger legs than probably the average YoungLA consumer, or maybe bigger legs than YoungLA, some of the other YoungLA athletes. I don't know. But, so they are fitting a little tight, but these are double XL. And what I've noticed with YoungLA joggers is they do kind of loosen up just as you kind of walk around. Like, you know, if I wear these for the rest of the day, they're going to definitely loosen up and become a little bit more relaxed. So these are cuffed. They did also come out with kind of like Immortal jogger style, so like logos down the leg, Gold's Gym collab sweats that are uncuffed. I think those are called the Evolution sweats. I just prefer the cuffed look. I'm okay with the uncuffed look as long as it's not super, super baggy. But the baggier it gets, like if it covers almost my entire shoe, I actually think that looks good on other people, but I always just kind of feel goofy wearing them. So I prefer sweats that have a cuff. But yeah, these are pretty solid. Just kind of classic, like standard, your go-to classic sweat, especially in the gray color. And honestly, they would go really well with this hoodie or the other one, in my opinion, if there wasn't so much branding on it, just because there's already so much branding on the leg here. So classic sweatpant with a classic logo, classic brand, a lot of classicness. Just everything's classic. Just all the classic you can think of. These sweats. Gold's Gym's classic, classic bodybuilder, classic gray. All right, I'm done. Okay, so next up we have the Gold's Gym Ringer Tee. And this is one of my favorite items from the drop because as much as the branding is a little over the top for me, the fit is awesome. It's a super classic fit. And then just kind of having this like opposite color along the sleeve and collar, it's just a classic look. And so all that stuff combined, these shirts make you look pretty big, especially in the gym. And I just think it's a classic vibe. I know, I've said that 100 times, but I obviously would not wear this shirt with these pants. These aren't even the same gray. So I just put on another pair of sweatpants that are not from the Black Friday drop. These are some of my favorite sweats. These are the marshmallow sweats. But this is kind of the color that I'd probably wear this with, black pants with this shirt. Yeah, I love like how the shirt fits. It's got a kind of retro fit, and the styling, like I said, with the cuffs and the collar is a pretty retro style. Think about back to like the 70s, maybe 80s. So yeah, I really like this. One of my favorite items from the drop. I'll be wearing this to the gym when I train today. And this is actually basically everything I've tried on is the first time that I've tried it on because I literally just got the box yesterday. So I am doing a raw review for you guys. So this shirt also comes in like a maroon and an off-white and then a black and a yellow. And the black has like, I'm pretty sure like off-white cuffs and collar. The yellow has black cuff and collar. The maroon is like an off-white cuff and collar, I think. So yeah, a little bit more subtle branding on the back, but overall just a nice fitted shirt. Stretchy, good material, light, perfect for the gym. And honestly, it's good casual wear too. The logo is like a little bit loud for me if I wasn't to wear it in the gym, but like I said, I don't have a high tolerance for branding per se. All right, so next up we have the Polar Sherpa jacket, and I cannot keep this on for very long because I just put it on. I'm already overheating. As you can see, extremely soft, heavy, kind of a cool design. Not too much for me anyway. I think it's pretty sick. Elastic cuffs, extremely warm, which is obviously the important part. Perfect for winter. This is like when you're trying to save money on that heat bill, that electricity bill, and you just put this on and you're chilling. You're probably going to overheat, to be honest. Every Black Friday, YoungLA comes out with something like this, like a teddy fleece or some type of like really heavy, soft fleece, just in time for winter. And this is this year's. I like the design. It also comes in like an off-white and turquoise, and a white and like royal blue or navy blue. So to me, this was kind of like the least loud of those colorways, which is why I chose it. But yeah. Along the waist here, we have adjustable drawstring. So if you need to be a little bit more streamlined, you can tighten it up just in case you gotta do any, agility. Yeah, this is kind of actually a fit too because the black pants go with it. So yeah, big oversized fit, oversized through the sleeves, through the torso. But you could definitely like even pair this with not just sweats, but maybe a pair of jeans or something too. So you could kind of wear it out and about, if you're going on a date with your girl, you're going to a Christmas market, you know, put on a nice hat or beanie, or as we say in Canada, a toque. You know, you're all swaggy and warm, walk through the Christmas market with a coffee. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe. All right, so next up we got the flannel. Every year for Black Friday, YoungLA does some type of flannel, usually like a kind of heavier flannel for outerwear. And that's what this is. You can see it's lined. A little bit heavier. There's 3 colorways. I like this one because it's kind of the most subtle of the colorways, but there's also like a green one, I think, and a brown one. So a little bit of a shorter style, like almost cropped kind of thing. But yeah, you know, obviously I would probably pair this with a pair of jeans, but this works too, to be honest. I don't know if I'd wear this big branded shirt underneath of it, but yeah, we got buttons on the cuffs here. You know, we don't have any aggressive branding anywhere. So personally, I don't really like how it's so baggy or like loose around the bottom. I don't know if that's like a trendy thing or what. So for me, I'd probably wear it like unzipped like this, just because I think it's a little bit more relaxed and it doesn't necessarily accentuate like kind of how wide it is around the waist as much. Personally, this isn't how I would like the flannel to fit, but I like the color of it and I like the weight of it. Like it's definitely heavier than like a normal kind of indoor flannel, but it's not like a, you know, it's not a full heavy duty outdoor flannel either. So it's a nice kind of like probably a fall layer. Yeah, so as far as the colors, we have black and gray, which is this one. We have blue and off-white, and then there's like a burgundy / rust brown. And this is called the Highlander flannel jacket, so it is technically a jacket. Definitely heavy enough to be a jacket, but like depending on where you live, probably only in the fall. And yeah, it's a cropped length, so you know, a little bit on the trendier side for flannels. A little bit, I don't know. I can't really see myself right now wearing it because I don't have a mirror, so I don't know how it looks on me. It looks good on the models on the website, so I'm assuming I look just as good in it, of course. So I think it would fly. It's just like going to be a little bit on the trendier side of things, maybe a little bit on, you know, on the border of my comfort zone, but that's not saying much. So yeah, Highlander flannel jacket. Here's what the back looks like. We got a little pocket on the inside here and on the outside, but there are no pockets on the sides on the outside. So it looks like for pockets, that's all we're working with. All right, so next up we got the Aviator jackets. Now I got this because I thought it looked sick on the model on the website. It's a little bit outside my comfort zone, a little bit on the really stylish side for me. I do think that if you're comfortable wearing this, it does look sick. Minimal branding, just the YoungLA here on the chest. It also comes in a like olive dark army green, and then the YoungLA on that one is black, so it's even more minimal. It is cropped, and like these sleeves are obviously super oversized, which is part of the reason that it's a little bit much for me. But I think it pairs really well with like a pair of jeans and some boots, especially baggy jeans to kind of match how baggy this jacket is. Like I said, I saw it on the website and it does look sick when they're wearing it on the website with baggy jeans and some big boots. I don't know if I will ever wear this because it's a little bit much for me. And then there's also these like stars on the shoulders. And to me, that's just a little too much for me. It's a little tacky in my opinion. But from afar especially, it is a sick jacket. I do like the cropped look. Obviously, that's kind of part of the Aviator vibe. And it's a heavy jacket, so it actually is extremely warm. I'm kind of overheating wearing it right now. We do have pockets, no zippers, but some big pockets on the sides there. And then I wouldn't be surprised, are there pockets on the inside? Yeah, we got one pocket here on the inside, which is also quite big. But yeah, I don't know. It's a stylish vibe for sure. I would definitely like it more. Oh, we got pockets on the sleeves here too. Little button pockets there. Just on that side though. But yeah, to be honest, like I would definitely like it, and I would probably even wear it. I might even still with a pair of jeans or something like that and some boots if I'm like going out. Maybe we're going to get some dinner or something like that. Some type of occasion that I would like half dress up for. I don't really dress up to like run errands and stuff. I'm pretty lazy. But yeah, pretty minimal branding. And I mean the Aviator like bomber jacket vibe is pretty swaggy. So yeah, I don't know if I would wear it with this shirt again because the shirt's kind of loud. But yeah, a nice gray or white shirt underneath. Pretty chill. So this is actually an item I'm really excited for. It's kind of like a Carhartt jacket. It is very heavy duty. You know, we got like the classic like carpenter beige color here. Minimal branding on the chest here. This is one that I would definitely size down in. So this is an extra large for me, and it's still, you know, it's borderline too big. Not too big. I know this is kind of the style. This is how it's supposed to fit. And obviously this is like for outerwear, so I would wear like you know, maybe a t-shirt and a crew neck or a hoodie under, maybe not a hoodie, but a flannel underneath of it. And you would definitely have more than enough room. Very like durable on the outside. Not quite as durable as like an actual like tradesman jacket or like an actual Carhartt jacket. But it's definitely like, you can kind of see maybe, it's definitely on the more durable side. So, and then on the inside, we have this like Sherpa material, extremely warm. It is quite heavy, but it's not so heavy that it could be like a winter jacket, depending on what winter is like for you. I'm in Canada, and when I say winter, we're talking like cold. So I could definitely wear this as a winter coat if I had like an additional layer or two underneath of it. But I do like this. This is one of the ones that, you know, lifestyle, or YoungLA is obviously moving more into the lifestyle side of things. And when I saw this one on the drop, I was like, yeah, I fuck with that. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, you could certainly just throw it over a pair of sweatpants like this if you're like going out to run some errands or something like that. But I think it would definitely look better if you're wearing like, you know, classic boots and jeans. That's more the vibe here. And then it even kind of goes with this shirt, like a light gray or a white shirt underneath. You know, even though this one's a little bit kind of more obnoxious in terms of the logo, but this also comes in a black, like the same color black as the Aviator jacket. And yeah, other than this little branding right here, we've just got a little bit on the hood, on the back there. So very minimal branding. I think it's a pretty versatile piece. We have pockets on the outside, big pockets, although they're not zippered and they are quite wide, the opening. So I don't know if I'd put anything too valuable in there. And then we have this little zipper pocket here, you know, for your, I don't know, whatever small things you put in your zipper pocket here. But yeah, I like this. It's not too over the top. I chose to get this color versus the black just because the zipper here is like, on the black one, the zipper is quite shiny and noticeable. I don't really like that. But on this one, it's a little bit less noticeable because it's a little bit closer to the color of the rest of the jacket. So yeah, this thing is hot, so I'm going to take this off now. All right, so this is part 2 of the try-on haul because I only had one shipment come in before I went away on vacation, and so I had to film the first half before I left, and I just got back last night, and so we're filming the second half now. So, what I have on right now is I gotta double check some of these names here. The pants are the Timeless sweats in the Hunter camo. And then the shirt that I'm wearing is the BMF long sleeve. Don't know what BMF stands for. The quality on the shirt, I like the fit of the shirt and I like the quality of the shirt. It's like pretty thick cotton, kind of like a classic 100% cotton feel. I don't really fuck with all of the designs on it. It's a little bit kind of like an art project, got chucked on the front of the shirt. I can definitely understand, especially with the whole streetwear wave becoming big now, I can definitely understand how some people would really like that. And I don't hate it, it's just not quite my style, it's a little too loud. And then the pants, you know, I think I said this already in the last half, or the first part of this video, the pants are a little too baggy for me. I'm not a huge baggy guy. I just kind of feel like I'm wearing pajamas everywhere when I'm wearing baggy pants. I don't know, it just makes me feel kind of sloppy. But anyway, I do like these. I like the color on them a lot. I really fuck with the Hunter camo. They're a little weird that they have like this mesh. The stripe on the side is mesh. But yeah, otherwise, here's the back. This is a chill fit. And you know, I'm gonna step outside my comfort zone a little bit. I might rock this to the gym today, because you know what? It's Black Friday, baby, and I'm supposed to promote clothing. I should probably do my job. But yeah, there you go. Timeless sweats in the Hunter camo green, and then the BMF long sleeve in white. All right, next we have the Nevermore tee in gray. This is cropped with the kind of long oversized sleeve vibe. YoungLA has done like 50 shirts in this style now, cropped oversized sleeve. I don't really fuck with it too much. I like the cropped, I just don't think every shirt needs to be cropped. I don't really like my sleeves being this long. Also, I'm not like the most jacked guy, so some of the other athletes, some of my buddies who are like IFBB pros and actually have like big broad shoulders, big chest, they look sick in these like crop tees with the oversized sleeves. They don't look bad on me necessarily. It's not really my style, and I think it looks better on that type of person, someone who actually is, you know, pretty jacked. But this is like really stretchy. So as you can see here, really stretchy. Look at that, holy fuck. Damn. Next we have the Gold's Gym New Age tee. This is another crop with the oversized sleeves. I think the sleeves are even a little bit longer on this one. Yeah, they go down past my elbow. Again, this vibe with like the oversized but also cropped is cool. I just don't think every shirt needs to be it. This shirt is not stretchy. It's like, it feels like it's 100% cotton. So, well, I guess it's a little stretchy, but it definitely isn't as light as the Nevermore shirt that I was just wearing. So it's a little heavier, but I like the simplicity of it. I like the classic heathered gray with just kind of some minimal branding. This is what the back looks like. Yeah, I think it's a cool pump cover. My friend and client, Andrew Walker, is an IPD pro who I was just hanging out with in San Diego. He was wearing this shirt at the gym, and he's like crazy huge delts, big chest. It looks sick on him. Definitely looks better on somebody with that stature than mine. I'm like narrow clavicle crew. And I like the minimal branding on the front, but then the big branding on the back. I'm cool with bigger graphics on the back than the front. And yeah, I'm still wearing these pants just because I only got a couple pairs of pants and I got a lot more tops. So I'm going through all the shirts that kind of go with these pants. All right, this is the Simpl tee in XXL. This feels like exactly the same cut and fit and material and everything as the Gold's tee that I was just wearing. But obviously a lot more simple in terms of the design and graphics and stuff. It's just this YoungLA logo here with just kind of like a raised rubber. Again, it's the oversized through the body, but cropped length and then oversized through the sleeves. Here's what the back looks like. So yeah, I generally don't like colors. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that. In most of my videos, I wear basically some version of gray, black, dark blue, some gray, green, or something like that, maybe some brown. So yeah, black goes with everything. And I figure it's called the Simpl tee. Let's go with the simple color. All right, I'm now wearing the Shadow 2 for long sleeve in like the gray, no, sorry, hunter green wash. And these are the Renaissance sweats in the black wash. So this 2 for style, like the long sleeve under the short sleeve, reminds me of when I was like in grade 4, but I actually fuck with it. I think it looks cool. It might look a little weird on me because I'm kind of more of a boring style, straight cut type of vibe person, but I like this. When YoungLA dropped like I think it was a camo drop, and they had the 2 for style with the camo waffle tee under like a plain t-shirt. I thought those were pretty cool. I wish the sleeves were like a little tighter, but I know that, you know, the whole kind of oversized baggy vibe is in. So this is, again, I can't tell if this is cropped or if I'm just maybe a little too big for it. Probably just too big, for being honest. But yeah, I like this color. Washed color is pretty cool. It's even washed like the waffle here. I don't know if you can really see that. But the waffle color here is washed as well, or the waffle tee here, sorry, is washed as well, the material. And then we actually have some kind of cool like embroider like seams here, which is a little bit different. But that's the hunter green. There's the back for you. And then the Renaissance sweats. So these fit basically exactly the same as the ones I was just wearing. They're just a little bit of a lighter material. They're not quite as cozy. The graphics on them to me are a little on the tacky side. I don't think I fuck with all that. It's a little much for me. But yeah, it's they fit the same. XL here, or sorry, double XL here, double XL here. Yeah, honestly, it's just personal preference. If you like big graphics like that, like I said, I kind of tend to like prefer like a little bit more subtlety. But yeah, Renaissance sweats and the 2 for long sleeve. Okay, this is the Aura long sleeve in a double XL. It's a little too oversized for me. I know this is kind of the style where like the sleeves are supposed to kind of hang over your hands and stuff. I don't really fuck with that. I do like the branding is a little bit loud on the sleeves, but if I wasn't wearing such loud pants, I'd be okay with that, I think. It's also like a raised pattern material, which is kind of cool. Other than that, it's just the raised rubber here on the chest. This is what the back looks like. That kind of classic thick material style, but it's still a little stretchy. So definitely on the lighter side. Good pump cover. All right, so now I'm wearing the Shogun long sleeve and I'm wearing the Timeless sweats again, but this is in just like the standard black colorway. So double XL in this, double XL in these. Again, the stripe down the side on the, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the stripe on the side of these sweatpants is like mesh. A little weird, kind of cool. And I actually do kind of fuck with, or I should stop swearing so much. I do like the kind of like classic stripe down the side style. But again, baggy, and I mean, YoungLA's probably dropped like 50 pairs of baggy style pants at this point, so I'm a little over the bagginess. Also, like, Some of them are so baggy you like can't even see my toes, which to me is kind of weird. But when I see the other guys on the team wearing, and the girls wearing baggy sweats, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. But then I always feel kind of weird wearing them. But Shogun long sleeve is cropped. So I'll add that to the list of cropped tees. That must be crop tee number 102. We have some branding down the side here, which I'm cool with branding down the side on long sleeves. I think that looks cool. Again, as long as you're wearing like kind of a not super loud pair of pants, the top can be a little bit louder. And then this is the reason that it's called the Shogun long sleeve, is this pretty cool graphic on the back. So I like this shirt. I kind of wish it wasn't cropped just because, you know, everything's cropped. And for me anyway, like I'm not super lean right now. So, you know, sometimes a little self-conscious of my stomach when I'm at the gym. But yeah, I like this shirt. Material feels like basically 100% cotton. You know, a little bit on like the more classic material feel. So yeah, Shogun long sleeve, timeless sweats in the black. All right, this is the Gold's Gym vintage cutoff, double extra large, making my fucking small arms look as small as they are. But I like the style, it's cool. This is kind of the context that I actually think cropped is like the best. That old school vibe where we've got kind of the old school length of sleeve, I guess you could call it, length of cutoff up here at the top. You know, it's like 100% cotton, kind of like a sweater material, like light sweater material. I actually like this quite a bit, depending on how skinny and bad my arms look. But yeah, so this is the vintage cut. No, I gotta make sure I get these names right. This is the, yeah, Gold's Gym vintage cutoff. Not really stretchy, but it doesn't really need to be. In the black wash. Here's what the back looks like. And yeah, I like this. This is gonna be a good arm day, for sure, a good arm day cutoff. All right, this is the Gold's Gym Classic Stringer, and it's in an XL because my upper body is not jacked enough to be a double XL. And I also just don't like it when stringers are like super low cut. Like this is actually still too low cut for me. Like I just don't have the chest to pull off a stringer that goes down below my nips. But if a lot of guys would say that this is how a stringer should fit. So with that being said, I do think that they kind of killed it with the stringer cut here. It's just not my personal preference. And again, the branding on the front, a little loud for me, but I also recognize that, you know, it's Gold's Gym branding. So you kind of have to stick with their classic branding. You got to stick with what like characterizes them. And then these are the classic sweats. So these fit exactly the same as the timeless sweats, which fit exactly the same as the Renaissance sweats. So these kind of all fit the same, except these ones are just super, super simple. They just have the minimal YoungLA branding there embroidered in. And we know how the women feel about gray sweatpants. So you got to give yourself all the help you can get. Cozy, thick cotton here in the material of the sweats. So good for winter. And then the stringer is really, really light. So really light, really, really, really stretchy, very thin material. So, you know, perfect for the gym, which is probably what it's meant for. Here's what the back looks like. And also, I don't want to hear any comments about how skinny I am. I just got back from vacation where I worked out, but mostly just ate a lot of food. So actually, I should probably say how fat I am. The last day of my trip, we actually did Shake Shack, In-N-Out, and then this place called The Friendly, which are all kind of like, we had to do the Southern California burger run. It was fire. Crushed them all, still had room. This is the Gold's Gym New Age stringer. From what I can tell, exact same material, exact same cut, just a different graphic. So again, you're gonna have that pretty deep cut here on the chest. It's gonna taper through the body. It is a straight bottom from what I can tell. It might be like slightly, no, straight bottom. Really, really light material, really, really stretchy. Yeah, just a different take on the Gold's Gym graphic. I think what they probably did is like gave YoungLA was probably like Gold's. We're gonna use your like authentic graphic almost for like the classic part of the Gold's collab, and then for the new age part of the Gold's collab, we're gonna put a little bit more of a YoungLA twist on it. I don't know, that's just my guess, but yeah, this is the new age stringer. So basically the exact same thing, just like different graphic. All right, and lastly, we have the Gold's Gym Ringer tee, which I already showed you guys in a different colorway in the first part of this video. But yeah, I like this shirt quite a bit, even though the graphic is quite big, just because of the way it fits. And the like trim around the collar and the sleeves is like pretty classic in my opinion. definitely add to how, like, making you look jacked. You know, they're doing some favors on the arms. And then these are the carpenter jeans. So I feel like a hip hop background dancer when I wear baggy jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was gonna fucking do some fucking breakdance and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel when I wear baggy jeans, which is why I don't really wear them. But these are the carpenter jeans. I know these are like big in style right now. Definitely full denim, like thick material for sure. And I have pretty big legs, so usually I struggle to find jeans that fit, but these are baggy enough, obviously, that I don't really struggle for room. I'm a little tight around the butt. But definitely could get by. They're not uncomfortable. And I mean, yeah, they're actually like pretty thick denim, so got to give credit where it's due. But yeah, baggy jeans just not really my style. I just, like I said, kind of feel like I don't know, I'll be breaking out in the worm here in a sec, but not breaking out the worm, pause, breaking out in the worm, you know, the dance move. But yeah, these are the carpenter jeans. This is the ringer tee, and that concludes my try-on haul for Black Friday, YoungLA Black Friday. Just to reiterate, goes live November 26th, which is a Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Code Evan. There's going to be also a huge fucking restock of the entire website. Entire website will be 30% off as well with Code Evan, so use Code Evan to support me and get 30% off everything you buy. Black Friday drop alone has like something crazy like 50 items, and then the restock is over 30 items or something, so it's going to be nuts. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and if you use Code Evan, please send me a DM on Instagram so I can thank you. Let me know somehow just so I can thank you, because it really does mean a lot to me as a smaller creator. You know, anytime someone uses my code, it's very impactful, whereas for some of these bigger creators, you know, they're making $100,000 a month just from like commissions from, you know, their sponsors. So not really a big deal to them. For a small fry like me, it makes a huge difference, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys next video.